Next, please! Next, please! Oh, the blast signal. Take cover! Imminent blast! Strike!
Hello again.
Hey,
About
what was your
sugar.
But what's your
Pink.
Hey,
I...
then this must
Yeah? Hey, Wenzel.
What's up?
Legs.
Aw,
Or...
aw,
Or... I'm as deadly as a poison dart frog, but much cooler. A poison dart, but no, there are people who deserve that more than him. I see there's some progress.
Yeah, Lobo had to go and check his house. It seems like the trash hunters have botched another detonation.
What idiots. But the main thing is, the line's shorter. That means maybe I could...
Forget it. Oh, the blast signal. Take cover! Imminent blast!
Hello, Lottie.
You again? you again?
Is it my turn?
No.
Wenzel.
Once!
I'll skip down. The bull is enraged enough. Time for a rodeo. Time. I can't grab, but how do I... Somebody, but it's not. Oh, I can't. But how do I get access to the power that's harbored within them? I want the battery acid, and I have a dentist drill. That's almost too convenient. Ah! Ow! Yeah! Ow! Hey, Wenzel.
What's up?
Legs. This is where... But yeah.
After
Work. Work. Yeah, right. I can do that. Whoa.
there you and you can't.
Then why... You know...
If you
What was that?
there you and no you can't.
Then why are... I need...
If there
No.
and start.
I need something...
If there
No.
and start.
I've got it.
But hand off.
But no, there are people who...
I said
The post. Hello again. So you have.
seems.
Burst. No, one will do for now.
Well, I found such a thing in the junk just now.
Funny, right. It's not that I've been searching for that for ages or anything.
Why, that would be a real downer, wouldn't it? Those things are all over the place.
He wouldn't know what to do with it. He doesn't even know what to do with himself. The bull is enraged enough. Time for a rodeo. Ugh. Luckily, I wonder what that. I've only ever. Draw blood from an enraged bull? Child's play. blood. Check. This wasn't half as funny as I thought it would be. Ah! Poor Wenzel. His tender heart will break when he finds out that the well in his basement isn't real. Quick, I don't want to miss the moment. Wenzel?
I'm down here! Come quick! You won't believe your eyes!
Poor Wenzel still thinks he struck water down there. Instead, his cellar is simply flooded. Bad luck. What's up, Wenzel?
I struck water!
Well, Wenzel, maybe you shouldn't get too excited. Sometimes you just think you struck water, and then it's just... Wait a second. You really struck water.
Unbelievable, isn't it? I am rich!
But that's impossible.
And it's all thanks to you. Well, thanks to your father's divining rod. You are a true friend. You know what? You shared with me, and now I'll share with you.
Really?
Of course! I share with you this very moment, the moment of triumph. Let's enjoy it together. What's that grinding noise?
It's not my teeth.
I see. I'm rich!
There, I can see it clearly. Grit, and there's a dead beetle. Clear water.
Stop! Work!
To the mayor. The cup is still empty, still being the operative word here. I would have...
Ah, Rufus, I believe you may very well want to congratulate me. The mayor was very excited to hear about my discovery. He believes the water vein might make Kuvak one of the 3 richest settlements in the southern quadrant. Right now, he's hearing one more applicant, but for now, it looks like I'll be the one.
Goal is supposed to live at your place? Oh, don't make me laugh.
What? Now that I have a water vein on my property, I'm one of the most influential people of Kuvak. And with an orbit pixie in my house, I might even become an honorary citizen. Who knows? One day, I might even follow in the footsteps of your father.
But I was the one who saved her, and I'm the one who gave her shelter.
Rufus, you don't even have a house. So how do you suppose you'll convince the mayor?
Well,
Next up, number 63, please.
Rufus, so how...
Well... Low-Tech, I have to talk to you. It's about... Low-Tech?
What? Who's disturbing me?
Whoa. Are you really sleeping in your desk?
This is the mayor's traditional resting place. Before me, your father used to sleep in here. That was before he betrayed the community.
Huh. Well, I can totally understand that.
Well, he left you behind too.
Be that as it may, who sleeps in a desk anyway?
Admittedly, the desk isn't aligned correctly with the planet's magnetic field, but your father had a device installed to correct that.
What? But it was...
And you just... With your...
But... Well...
With your...
But I...
That you should know nothing.
My dad...
That's me. I know that's what I... But with your...
That's
how I'm... How... You don't know. That was... Well, because not even for his own pretty eye... Come...
You better... I will save the... And then... But then, because I affix...
You're...
Yeah,
well, this...
you...
Oh,
yeah,
if you...
My... And I'll...
And...
The...
Drive... Oh...
No. Huh. Well...
Next, please!
A gadget that manipulates the planet's magnetic field. Yeah, this could have been my idea. SOLONGYOUSE. Damn, where was I? There's a message from the mayor of Buzo Westfog. OOICURNEDOT. Huh? Either a cat was jumping up and down on the keyboard, or the operator must have gotten that all wrong. This technology... Oh, this thing is beyond repair. If this is where the key to the world belongs, good night. I mean, I managed.
Ice!
I don't want anything to do with Wenzel's stinking well. Well, that's it for the fresh water reserve, I guess. At least it was for a good cause. Ha-ha! I've siphoned the acid without injuring myself. I'll drink to that. Blech! What's this? A hidden compartment? Well, looks like Dad's secret will see the light of day after all. A key. My dad knew I'd be clever enough to find it. I wonder what I'd get for it if I melt it down. This might be unnecessarily complicated, but I'm certain Dad wanted to make sure that I'm the only one who could get this far, get to his big secret, his legacy. His liquor cabinet. Nah, the rocket can't be used for anything anymore. The only useful thing is the black powder. But how am I going to get it without blasting off my hand? Well, there we go. Black powder. A pinch of black powder. Stimulant. I'll call this blend Rufus Reckless, the Maiden Slayer. Or Savior. No, Slayer sounds much better. That's a great idea. All that's missing is a blowpipe. The funnel would make an excellent blowpipe. Indeed.
What the? A dart?
A little longer. And...
Oh, what am I getting mad at anyway?
strike! Hey, Tony, I'll just grab a couple of these vouchers, okay? And while we're at it, can you do the dishes this week? I like Tony much better this way. I was beginning to fear that her body had adapted to tranquilizers. Oh, by the way, I used your family pictures to insulate a weather balloon.
Just a moment. What?
Ah!
Did you mention weather balloons?
No, I said vouchers. Will you look at those nifty vouchers?
Keep your hands off. I've counted them.
I've got a...
Bed here.
So, I have the powder already. I brought some energy-rich liquid.
Is that battery acid?
Maybe.
Who are we brewing this stimulant for again?
For the love of my life.
Well, for her sake, I hope that your life doesn't last too long.
An energy-rich liquid. An energy, but before it can go into the tank, it has to be mixed with other ingredients. Clear water. It really exists. Clear water. Clean water? Where can I get... That smell reminds me of something. Dad's aftershave lotion? The recipe says something about a revitalizing liquid. I don't want anything to do with Wenzel's stinking well. The water's still lacking something reviving. The water's still lacking something reviving. The recipe says something. This, for once, is not an Cool. I already have the special water, at least. Into the tank you go. Well, that's it. I found all the ingredients.
Wonderful! I can't even tell you how excited I am to see what happens next.
But I thought we were making espresso.
Yes, you are right. This is an august moment, my friend. We shouldn't spoil it by worrying about the pressure within the nuclear core structure.
Pressure within the nuclear core structure?
Hear me, gods of our forefathers. Using just the most refined ingredients and the highest possible compression, we beseech thee, open the gates to the espressoverse!
Holy smoke.
More pressure! More pressure!
Okay. Okay.
Are we dead?
No. Being dead feels completely different. Ugh. As you know, I have gazed deep into death's eyes more than once in my life.
Oh, now that you mention it, that reminds me. Is Tony still wearing those contact lenses?
Shh! Something's happening. Ouch! Whew. I think this brew is gonna do the job. Lonzo.
Ah, Rufus. Did you come to help me clean this place up?
Well, you know, I got this thing going on. I'll come back later, okay? Poor Lonzo. He'll be lost without me when I'm gone.
I suggest not to move her in this condition.
What kind of condition is she in? I still don't understand. I mean, is she dead?
No, her body is alive and well. It's her consciousness. It's inactive.
So, she's asleep.
Well, it's a bit more complicated than that. I think it's related to this implant. It's broken.
A consciousness implant? Isn't there a switch or something?
A fuse?
Maybe the contacts are corroded. That's what always happens with my intercom.
I already tried everything, but this is Elysian technology. I have no idea how it's being used. I don't even have the appropriate screwdriver.
So, when can I finally take her home?
She needs to wake up first.
Okay, I see. This situation needs to be resolved through a government decision. Let's do it like this. If you manage to wake her up, you can have her.
And what happens if I wake her up?
Rufus!
You're not even supposed to be here.
But I have a plan.
Oh, I've heard about your plans. You never think things through. Everything you do ends in chaos, and most likely with an explosion.
We'll see about that.
I warn you, stay away from the girl.
What's that stinging smell?
That's medicine.
Says who?
Says I.
And who's the doctor here?
You tell me.
Let's say it together. Me.
It's a draw.
Best out of three.
You.
Me.
You.
Ha! I win.
Oh, crap.
What's that supposed to be?
That's medicine.
And who?
You! The textbook has failed. Now, it's time for me to improvise. And I bet he's immune to it. Gizmo never understood my philosophy regarding... Although it's... You know, it must... If I do, because I don't hold any... Gizmo never understood my philosophy regarding... Although Gizmo never... Although... Gizmo never... Although... Focus, Rufus. She can still... Focus, she can... Focus, Rufus. She can still help you with your experiments once she's awake.
What's that?
That's medicine.
And who's the...
You! Hello? I want to report a crime. Hello? Great, Inspector Gizmo seems to be out, but as soon as you accidentally drop the town elder's cane in the cesspool, he's right behind you. I'll give it another try later.
What's that funny smell?
Ah! Fire! The town hall's on fire!
Fire control mode activated. Firefighter Gizmo at your service. Where is the fire?
Over there! The chamber's on fire! Good Lord!
Don't worry, your fire will be extinguished in no time.
Don't even think about it, Rufus.
Keep your hands off the Elysian, Rufus!
But this situation calls for a funnel right there.
What? No! What makes you think that?
You should be glad that Inspector Gizmo's not around. I'll have to stick the...
Don't even think about it, Rufus. It's mine now.
Keep your hands off the Elysian, Rufus!
But this situation calls for a funnel right there.
What? No! What makes you think that?
Oh, all right. But hey, one day you'll beg for a funnel down your throat, and then I'm expecting an apology. Or I simply take it with me.
Finally, I was getting worried I'd have to camp in the cupboard forever.
Whoop!
Where was I? Ah, yes. Medical mode activated. Dr. Gizmo at your service. How's the patient?
I'd say her condition hasn't changed.
Leave the diagnosis to the doctor, will you? Now, just where is... My stethoscope, it's gone! Thieves! Crime in progress! Police mode activated. Officer Gizmo at your service. No one leaves the crime scene.
But Rufus!
You're not untouchable, Low-Tech. Don't you ever forget that.
That's enough. I think you're done.
Come on, Gizmo. You have more important things to do.
Don't tell me how to do my work. Or are you just trying to divert my attention from your guilt?
What? That's simply...
Aha! Here is the missing clue. The last piece that completes the puzzle. The mystery of the thieving mare has finally been solved.
misbehaving mayor? How dare you?
Put up your hands, Lotek.
I have no intention of lifting my hands.
You better do what I say.
I don't want to.
You don't have any choice.
I don't? Well, you're fired.
You can't fire me. You're arrested.
You can't arrest me. You're fired.
But I arrested you first.
So what? You're fired anyway.
You can't fire me. You're arrested.
You can't arrest me.
Looky
You're
here,
fired.
Wenzel, too.
I
Did somebody
arrested you
drop
first.
Food?
So
I mean,
what?
what's the deal
You're
with the
fired
crawling
anyway.
around on the floor?
You can't fire
I'm
me.
waiting
You're
for Gold
arrested.
to wake up so I
You
can take
can't
her with
arrest
me,
me.
of course.
You're fired.
But I
Come
arrested
on.
you
Although
first.
It is true
So
that
what?
ants can
You're
carry
fired
10 times
anyway.
their own
You
weight.
can't
But why
fire
would
me.
Gold,
You're arrested.
An Elysian orbit
You
elf
can't arrest
want to
me.
have anything
You're
to do with somebody
fired.
like
But
you.
I arrested
Duh,
you
Rufus.
first.
You've
So
always
what? You're fired
underestimated
anyway.
You can't fire me.
me.
You're
Rufus,
arrested.
Rufus,
You can't arrest
Look
me.
at me.
You're fired.
I'm a
I
self-made
arrested you first.
man.
So
Yeah,
what?
Whoever made
You're
you
fired
must have
anyway.
stopped
You
right in
can't
the middle.
fire me.
Oh,
You're arrested.
Yeah? I am
You can't
rich.
arrest me.
I've got a
You're
water vein running
fired.
through
But
my
I
basement.
arrested you
On
first.
the other hand, don't
So
even
what?
have a
You're
basement.
fired
you
anyway.
ain't got
You
nothing,
can't fire me.
Rufus.
You're arrested.
That's how you pay
You
people
can't
back when
arrest
they
me.
give their
You're
best. And what would
fired.
I want with a
I
basement
arrested
in
you first.
Payback? I don't
So
belong
what?
here.
You're
and neither
fired
does Gold.
anyway.
And as
You
soon as I
can't
wake
fire
her up,
me. You're
I
arrested.
will accompany her to
You
Elysium.
can't arrest
You'll
me.
see.
You're fired.
But I arrested you first.
So what? You're fired anyway.
You can't fire me. You're arrested.
You can't arrest me. You're fired.
But I arrested you first.
So what? You're fired anyway.
You can't.
What? Where? Who was that?
Me. It was me.
Rufus? Are you all right?
Whew. Oh. What happened?
You woke the stranger, the Elysian girl, and then you got knocked out.
Goal? Where is she? How is she?
She's still a bit confused. I think her implant was seriously damaged by the fall. She is conscious now, but she's just talking gibberish.
Can I talk to her?
Of course. She's lying over there. I took her into medical custody. Just don't stress her out too much. First and foremost, she needs rest now.
No problem. Thanks, Doctor. Goal?
Toodle toodle.
No, it's Rufus. Yes?
What?
You can give me any name you like, babe. Say, did it hurt a lot when you fell from the sky? Oh, come on, that was funny.
Nah.
Because, I mean, you really fell from the sky, you know, like an angel. Just like in the pickup line. You get it? Hello? Anyone home?
Home.
I'll take that as a yes with limitations. Get hold of yourself.
Soup, Guadeloupe.
Huh. She's attractive and fun to talk to. Flash dash kazash?
Sammy, Mommy, good. Oh, Granny.
Grumblump?
Puzzle false. Num, 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 num.
Munch grunch?
Attack a tick tock. Ah! Knock knock.
Heck, this is totally useless. That woman is completely nuts.
Bonker swonker kazonkers.
Oh, what did I expect anyway? That she would take me to Elysium?
Elysium. We need to go back to Elysium.
What did you just say?
Horrible things. The Organon betrayed us. Quick. We need to go back.
To Elysium. Yes. You remember what happened?
Is that you, Cletus?
What? No, I'm not. My name is Rufus. I saved you.
Rufus? I don't understand. Where am I?
You had a pretty bad fall. The doctor says that you're hallucinating.
That's confusing, but I need to get to Cletus. Can you take me to him?
Who is Cletus?
My fiancé.
Oh, well, I don't know. Maybe you are safer down here. After all, you...
He'll reward you generously.
Oh, that, generously, you say?
Try to contact Cletus. He will search for me.
Yeah. How generous exactly is generous?
Maybe you can reach him using a radio. He's certainly trying to find me.
Do you really think that's a good idea? I mean, for a fiancé, he didn't really make much of an effort to protect you.
Rufus, please. You're the only one I can trust.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I really am the only one you can trust. The only one.
And you already proved that you're of noble character.
Mm-hmm. The burden of the hero. But let's get back to the expression generous.
Rufus, please. Contact Cletus. I would be so very thankful. So very, very thankful.
I'm sorry. I don't know if I can do that.
Can spam when tomo polo lollipop. Peekaboo.
But...
Butam swadiko soloka shwootapop.
Oh, the burden of the hero. Why do I always have to be so infinitely generous?
Contact Cletus. Contact Cletus.
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
Well, I thought you'd allow me to use the lever.
Very funny.
But...
No.
Ah, I'm starving! Ah!
Does Polly want... Does Yeah, suit yourself. Does Polly... Your parrot doesn't seem to be feeling so well.
Holy cow! He's completely knocked out. How are we supposed to detect dangerous fumes now?
It's always the same. The warning light is the first thing to break.
You can take the bird if you want to. He's useless to me like that.
Wakey, wakey. See how that works? Dozer. Hey, Tony, I have a present for you.
Hello, hello. Didn't I say you're not to bring animals into my store?
Yeah, but I thought that only concerned rats and insects.
And?
Yeah, and water buffaloes. But this parrot is completely different. He's smart, clean, doesn't break stuff, and he doesn't even have lice.
Wow. So he's the exact opposite of you.
Oh, that's very funny, Tony. I just thought you could use someone who listens to you, so you can chew someone else's ear off for a change.
Well, at least I won't be talking to a brick wall.
Very funny, Tony.
I like him.
Yeah, there's no surprise there. He sounds like your mother. And there's a certain resemblance, too.
Get out. Get out! Ugh. I should have listened to my mother. Be careful with this guy, Tony. He's an egotistical maniac.
Egotistical maniac?
Just you wait till you see him in action. Just the other week, he filled the cemetery's lawnmower with Cool Whip.
Maniac! Maniac!
Poor bird. It won't be long before he starts pining for toxic mine fumes again. And now, very careful. Long fingers, silent steps. The perpetrator was Rufus. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. I think the post office is open.
Me oh my, I think you're right.
You didn't expect that now, did ya?
No.
No, right?
Please state your business.
I want...
State the reason.
Well, I'll be...
Self.
Where can I...
Outgoing.
Where would I find one of these?
There is no.
What's that? It has to be...
Not one.
Are there other...
There are one in another. The community.
But... Well, that's... Dude, I mean...
Define.
I'm talking like when some... Or accident...
Disrupt.
Yes!
Is that...
Whoa.
Unfortunate that...
But when it happens... What's that? Is that coming?
Yes.
The scratching?
It's the...
Wow. See... So a cat licks the stamps? Well, I hope it knows what it's doing. A bit too slow, or a cat. Aw.
Please.
Postals?
And quite. I have.
But
I do.
so what's...
I have.
Holy mo... See you later. Yeah, I've got these gift vouchers from Tony's shop.
Gift vouchers verified. 1 light lead weight from storeroom 1. Supply your address now.
Where to? I mean, what? I don't know. That's a good question.
Address verified.
What?
Dispatch initiated. Postage being scanned. Postage correct. 1 life package for dispatch. Pigeon from small pigeonhole is being dispatched.
Right. It could really speed up a bit. Come on, kitty, kitty, kitty. Hey, the coffee makes it work faster. I should apply for a job as producer for a video game developer. Right. It should shift back a gear. Come on, kitty, kitty, kitty. I like how it's all relaxed now.
Error.
All right, suit yourself.
Please.
See. Yeah, I've got these gift vouchers from Tony's shop.
Gift vouchers 1 supply. This. Postage being scanned. Error. Postage paid is 3 times as much as it should be. Packages of postage level 3 are not suitable for the transport of small goods. Padding with bubble wrap initiated. Pop. Oh, yeah. 1 heavy package is being dispatched. Pigeon from large pigeonhole is being dispatched.
Hey, yoo-hoo, hello.
Yeah? What's up?
How's work?
Everything's calm here, except for those strange radio calls from
Cletus, I have to talk.
No chance. The radios you should need.
I have to make it. Well,
Keep your distance. You can touch your nut.
well,
Are you tiny?
can I have the head?
What? Tiny? So
Don't.
This is what?
Where can I?
Is it?
No.
Besides,
Okay.
you want to get your.
What do you mean?
All right.
No.
Yeah. Did you?
Really?
I once the fool.
Is that?
Yeah.
You're not too. I'll be.
You should.
To the right, we have some carrier pigeons, and as you may know, they use a geomagnetic field to navigate, and that's part of another little puzzle I put in here. You probably haven't solved that by now, but I gave some hints in the last room. In this case, it's yet again a puzzle solved in an extra screen, a close-up puzzle, or as many like to call it, another minigame. I like minigames. Speaking of which, we noticed.
Well, the pigeons get their bearings from the planet's magnetic field, right? So let's see what happens if I start fiddling with this a bit. I love to play God. I'll leave it like this for now. Maybe this helps. I've got these gift vouchers from Tony's shop.
Gift vouchers verified. 1 light lead weight from storeroom 1. Supply your address now.
Where to? I mean,
Address.
what?
Dispatch. Postage be. Air post pack. Pop. What? Pick.
I'll leave it like this for now. Maybe this helps. I've got these gift vouchers from Tony's shop.
Gift vouchers verified. 1 light lead weight from storeroom 1. Supply your address now.
Where to? I mean, what? I don't know. That's a good question.
Address verified.
What?
Dispatch initiated. Postage being scanned. Error, error. Postage paid is 3 times as much as it should be. Packages of postage level 3 are not suitable for the transport of small goods. Padding with bubble wrap initiated. Pop, 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 pop. Oh, 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 yeah. 1 heavy package is being dispatched. Pigeon from large pigeonhole is being dispatched. Pop. Pop. Ha ha ha. Pop, 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 pop. Oh, 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 yeah. Error, error.
Is something wrong? Shall I leave you alone?
Pop, 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 pop. Oh, 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 yeah.
Whatever you say. Oh well, now he's finally blown his last fuse, which was to be expected. One for now, and one for the road. Someone has pierced some holes into the sheet and put numbers on them. Whew, the mailbot must have been really bored. Someone has... Whew, I wonder if it... I'd have found... I wonder if there's a... I'd have found out... Rufus in the house, and soon he'll be in the vault. Now, here he's hurting the foot. Yeah.
Oh, jeez. I guess I owe everyone a big apology in terms of game design. You've just stumbled in here and only know this train wreck of a scene from Let's Plays or from your 100% legally acquired non-trilogy version, of course. I assume, as the good and honest people you are, you bought the trilogy anyway, even if you have all 3 games already on your shelf. I tip my hat onto you, you're true collectors. And to you, this apology may seem late. To all the others, probably a bit early, as you've just arrived at it.
I bet their message makes more sense than anything Low-Tech ever typed. The operator will thank me.
Next, please! Next, please! Next! Next, please! Next,
Hello, Lottie.
please! Next, please! please!
Hey, you. Hello.
Oh, it's you again. Make it snappy, I'm busy.
Next, please!
I'll be going.
You shouldn't...
Next, please! Next, please! Next, please!
All that's missing is the headphones. This needs an adapter. Small jack to big jackass. It doesn't have to be.
Next, please.
And then Roof, wait a second. Let's talk. I don't... Hi, Roof. Thanks again.
Those... I've...
Bet here.
Nope. Nope.
Inspector Gizmo speaking. You have an emergency to report?
Rufus has stolen the screws off the children's merry-go-round.
Rufus! I should have thought as much. What else do you know?
Rufus has caused a nuclear meltdown. Rufus has stolen the antenna of Miss Single's tractor.
A little slower, please. I can't follow you. Could you repeat that, please?
I don't know if this was such a good idea.
Could you repeat that, please?
Oh, well, it'll be all right. At least the line is busy now. The operator will be overjoyed.
What else do you know?
Rufus? Rufus!
I'd rather not disturb him.
Next!
Rufus has stolen the screws off the children's merry-go-round. Rufus has stolen the antenna of Miss...
Next, please!
Ready to go. Hello? Is anyone there? Hello? Cletus?
Junk fly hazard in the northern quadrant, caused by a flock of stampeding...
Cletus! Come on!
Your love is the most wonderful gift.
Cletus? Cletus! Rufus is the most wonderful gift. They call him Rufus. Rufus!
Searching for my fiancée. Calling all inhabitants of Deponia.
Hey, wait a second.
Name is Cletus. I am searching for my fiancée. Possibly she is...
Cletus? Cletus! Is that you? This is Rufus. Can you hear me?
Hello, Rufus? Are you on Deponia?
Well, I need a few answers from you before we talk about your fiancé.
Answers? Depends on what you want to know.
Has your fiancé always been a bit odd?
What? What are you talking about?
Nothing. Forget it. What was your fiancé doing on board an Organon cruiser?
That's none of your business.
But isn't it a bit strange that a woman from Elysium was...
Don't worry about things that go far over your head. Let's get down to business.
Are you really from Elysium?
Of course I am, but I don't get why you should care where I come from.
And you two are really engaged?
Why are you asking me that?
Nothing. Forget it. Oh, just, chewing the fat. Nothing. Forget it.
A concussion?
Yeah, but purely hypothetical assumption.
Then you shouldn't waste time. You'll be very sorry if you... I need her brain to be fully functional.
You really love her, don't you? Does your fiancé have a sister by any chance?
What are you talking about?
Oh, it's just a... just a thought.
You should spend less time thinking. Seems like your head isn't up to the task.
Are the Organons planning something?
Why do you want to know that? Listen, never get involved in matters of the higher spheres. You'll never understand what's happening up there above your head, let alone influence any of that. Don't even bother to try.
What's it like on Elysium?
Well, it's not as dirty and uncivilized as down here, and the people are less annoying, too.
Brilliant! Sounds like the perfect place for me. No further questions.
Very good. Maybe we can go back to the matter at hand.
Yes, that's what I thought, too. I want you to take me with you to Elysium.
Impossible.
Well, that's my price. Either I can come along to Elysium, or...
Listen, I can't take you to Elysium. There must be something else you need.
Nope. I want a passage to Elysium or nothing at all.
Well, then you'll get nothing at all.
Well, if that's what you want, you can go ahead and cancel your wedding.
Wait a minute. Maybe there's a way.
I knew it.
Bring gold to me. We'll meet at the Lower Ascension Station at the shore of the Rust Red Sea tomorrow night. I'll be waiting on top of the platform. Do you think you can make it there?
Tomorrow night? Well, I don't know. If,
I thought you wanted to get to Elysium. Or didn't you find gold after all?
Well, I did. I did.
Well, then we have a deal. I'll meet you after sunset. Cletus, over and out.
Just, wait a second. Cletus? Okay, Upper Ascension Station. Down on the... up on the Lower Ascension Station. Up on top of the platform. Ha! Easy as pie for a guy like me. Elysium, I'm coming! Goal! I have to talk to her. But... what the... Hey!
Look at you! Finally, I brought you to justice.
What is that supposed to mean? It's me, Rufus.
I know. And believe me, it was not easy to solve this case.
The case of your missing IQ?
No, I'm talking about a series of crimes that have been committed this very morning. Ever since that girl appeared, our community has been in turmoil. Arson, sabotage, disrespectful behavior toward the authorities.
You don't have any proof of any of that, you stupid idiot.
Theft.
I'm innocent. Yeah, okay, let me rephrase that. If I am guilty of any crime at all, then that crime is love. Everything I did for Goal. Where is she, by the way? Has she gained full consciousness yet?
No, but she needed more room. She's with Mr. Wenzel.
What? That treacherous toad? That's unfair. I found the Elysian. Me! It was me!
Who found the Elysian?
Wenzel found the Elysian. It was Wenzel. None other than him.
Excuse me, but who are you?
My name is Argus. Bailiff Argus. Organon Prime Administration.
Ooh, the prime authority in my office. And I forgot to brush my teeth. How can I be of help, Bailiff?
I heard you have an Elysian woman in custody.
These are community matters.
Is that so? Interesting. What if an Organon search party was to reduce your community to rubble? Would that be community matters as well?
Don't let him threaten you, Gizmo.
The girl is with Mr. Wenzel.
Gizmo, no!
You'll find his house below the water tank, right next to the town gate.
Thank you, Inspector. You just saved your community a lot of suffering.
Yeah, really. Well done.
Shut up. What? What was that sound? How the... Emergency! Fire What happened?
Oh, Mr. Fire...
Don't worry. Come.
Wenzel!
Rufus! What?
What am I doing here? Ha! You know very well what I'm doing here. Where is she?
Rufus, please, let me explain.
No, you spineless traitor.
It's not what you think.
We'll see about that. Tony? You?
What are you doing here?
Me? I don't know.
Finally at a loss for words? I don't believe it. But I don't care what you think. There is an easy explanation for all this.
What? No! I don't even want to know. I don't even remember asking. Keep your gross secrets to yourselves. I just want to know where Goal is.
Who's Goal?
Oh, so your little lover boy here didn't tell you about his other conquest.
Conquest? Wenzel, what is he talking about? Why are you dressed like that?
Well, I thought,
Oh. And who the heck is Goal?
No one, really. I mean, she's not even working properly.
What the?
Where is she, Wenzel?
I put her in the basement.
In the basement?
Well, I see that you two have a lot to talk about. Have fun. You simply locked Goal in the basement?
Well, Tony had asked if she could come round to try my water. I didn't want to have another woman lying around unconscious in the living room. It would have somehow spoiled the atmosphere.
Wow, I didn't know you were such a romantic. You used to have better taste in men, you know that? I mean, Wenzel.
I'm just taking a shower, for crying out loud. What the heck is going on here anyway?
Let your new lover explain that to you. And put some clothes on next time someone comes to visit.
Why, that's...
You monster! Throwing Goal into the garden like that, where she can rot in the rain?
Do you ever listen to what I say? I said she's in the basement, in the cupboard.
Well, yes, okay, I see. Goal!
Wardrobe too small. Just too small.
Yeah, I know. Don't worry. I'll get you out of here.
Open up! Organon!
But you're already inside.
No excuses. The strong suspicion arose that you are harboring a member of the Resistance on the run.
Rufus, what kind of mess is he in now?
So, you admit your crime.
We haven't been harboring anyone. He just burst in.
Go ahead. He's down in the cellar.
Uh-oh. I have to think fast.
Good.
Uh-oh. What?
Oh. Imminent blast!
Now as it is written, our hero was smitten and rescued the maiden from impending doom. On a horse made of steel, evil guys on his heels, he rode with a girl into dawn's early gloom. She awoke by his kiss, well at least more or less, and the whole part concerning the uppercut scare can be pinned at least to some extent on her damaged brain and plan. Anyway, in a big picture, who's gonna care?
Huzzah! Who's gonna care?
Oh, what a pain in the... Ooh, you really could make yourself a bit lighter, you know?
Araba, floppa bubba.
Yeah, you don't say. From bad to worse. Where are we anyway? Hey, that's the old junk mine rail system. Back in the day, it was used to transport heavy loads to the lower ascension station. Oh, sorry, babe. Don't take it personally. Now, I just need to find some kind of rail car and a way to get Goal on it. Let's go!
Finally, we've made it to the second act of our game, and Rufus and Goal are united on the exciting way to the lower ascension station. If that is the sign of a healthy relationship, fortunately I can ask Goal right away. What did you feel during those moments of you two marching right into this adventure, being on the road, so to speak?
Actually, I don't remember this scene all too well. What I do remember are bruises, injuries... Oh, look, you can still see.
Yeah, that really shouldn't distract from the fact that your journey really welded you together.
Wait a minute, is that a crane? I think it's all coming back.
Well, and that's that. Rufus and Cole are on their way together. Alex, maybe you should just turn around. Yes, they're on their way, and we can look forward to a journey through perils and joy with a lot of adventures. Let's just see what happens.